Hello Stitchy friends, it's Chari. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Flosstube number 11. I have lots to share because last weekend I spent the weekend away at a friend's lake house for a Stitchy girls weekend and I got a lot done. We also did some shopping, so I have some haul to share as well. I will share with you what I created to give them as a little gift and what I received in return by my very talented friends. I'm very blessed to have them as Stitchy friends, one of which is this bag that's hanging back here that Nichol made. I can't believe she made us all that bag. It is so beautiful. Yeah, I've spent a little time yesterday cutting up some fabric. My friend Lori made a quilt top while we were there, and that inspired me to cut up some fabric that I've had for quite a while to make a patriotic quilt that I've wanted to make for a while. I know it's not going to be done by the 4th of July, but I need to start if I'm ever going to get it done. So I spent some time cutting up fabric yesterday. I'm hoping if I say this in front of everybody, you're going to hold me accountable to get it done. So yeah, I've been working on that and I think that's it. I finished a few things at the lake, but didn't fully finish. I did learn how to make some cording, but my cording tool has not arrived in the mail yet. So hopefully I can fully finish some things, and maybe in the next video I'll have some fully finished patriotic things to share. So let me flip the camera around and we'll get started. So my little gift for my friend's Stitchy weekend is kind of bee themed. I stamped on a muslin bag with some stamps and ink. This will go inside the bag, and then this will be their little tag on the outside. And I put a binder ring on it so you can put floss drops on it. Each one has their name, and then on the back side you could write the project that the floss is for, and that would just come off with an alcohol wipe if you write in Sharpie, because these are laminated. There's also this little honey pot lip mask, which has this fun little applicator. I actually have one of these that my mom gave me for Christmas. I think it's cute. A little sunflower Lori Holt charm, and these little bee embellishments. I had so many of these when I ordered them that I am sharing the bee love with my friends. And then I made this little snap basket. So it has the bee fabric on the inside, the honeycomb fabric on the outside, and of course I added my little label. And you can just unsnap the corners and this will lay flat and go into your project bag, so you can have a little Ort catcher on the go or whatever you need this little basket for. So there are my little gifts for my friends for the weekend, and I hope that they enjoy this cute little bee themed gift bag. Okay, I showed you what I made for my friends for their little gift, so let me show you what they gave me over our girls' weekend. This was from Heather. She picked this little assortment up at a local shop to her, and I just think this little pillow is so cute. I can't wait to add this to my dough bowl. I love the distressing on this star and this cute little flag. I kind of wanted to make some little flags. Now I don't really have to. I can just use this one, or I can make some more. And then along the patriotic line, Lori made these cute little scrappy bags. Let me see if I can open it. And she also made us all these really fun patriotic bells. Let me move that out of the way so you can see this better. And she just came up with this pattern on her own. She said, "I love the bell at the bottom." Also in that bag was a snap basket as well, so she made these too. All of ours were different though. They were red, white, and blue, but they were all different fabrics. As you can see, I'm using mine right now. I went and grabbed it off of the little table beside my stitching spot. I'm really glad she made these too, because I did not make one for myself out of the bee fabric, so I used this all weekend. And then the other thing in this bag was this fun little hand embroidery Stitches at a Glance book, which has so many different kinds of stitches in here that I do not even know. So this was really cool. I think it would be fun to kind of make a canvas or a hoop with all these different stitches in it. I know this one. But I thought this was a really fun little book that she added to our little patriotic bag. So there was that. And then my friend Karen made these zipper pouches. I think these are really fun with that diagonal zipper. And she said that she found a pattern to make 2 out of 1 fat quarter. So like there were 2 of this same pattern, and then she had a couple other patterns. So we just got to pick one out of the group that we wanted. So I picked the blue one, and it has this really cute little zipper pull on it. And then Nichol, because she's the overachiever of the group, made us all this amazing bag. And I know that she showed this on her Flosstube, so I will link to her where she showed it and she talked about the pattern. But I saw it in her Flosstube and I was like, oh, it's so pretty. I want to try making one of those. And it's so big I can't fit it in the picture. But now I don't have to. She made one for me. I really love the polka dot, actually. That's probably my favorite. But I still think I want to try making one at some point out of a jelly roll, just to try my hand at sewing something, because I don't sew nearly as much as she does. But I know that this pattern is in 3 different sizes, and this one is the biggest one. So I did get one other thing at the lake from Chantelle. She came, and it's the first time I got to meet her in person, which was awesome, but I can't show you what she brought, so I'll just have all my pretty things here, and whenever she shares what she brought to us publicly, then I can share that as well, but I need to get stitching on it too. So these are all the things that I got. My friends are so very talented. I wish I had had more time to make a better project for them than just the little snap basket, but this inspires me to make some things at home, actually. Okay, so I'm going to start my haul out with what I purchased on my trip when we went to Cecilia's Samplers in Branson, Missouri. So the first thing I got was this little kit that is to make this bag. So the bag is already in the kit, and then it has the floss to do the stitch on it. Nicole had done a patriotic one, and she said it was actually really easy to stitch on the bag. The bag is already constructed in the kit. So this is the one I picked up because I thought it was really cute with the spooky stitches. I also love the patriotic one too, but we're getting so close to the 4th of July, I think that I want to pick something else out. So that's why I picked this one out. Let's see what else I got here. I also got, and I can't show you the chart, it is the Patriotic Parade. You basically buy the button and you get the chart for free, and it's 3 little sheep and a big flag across the top. I have 2 more, actually I have more than 2 more. 2 of them are patriotic that I purchased last time I was there, and this is a newer one, and so I picked it up as well. I picked up Oh Lucky Day from Brenda Gervais. I had seen this one at my local shop, Sassy Jack's, and I left it behind that day. And since I saw it at Cecilia's, I went ahead and picked this up too. I know that this is going to be for next year most likely. And then some of the things that were on my wish list that I've seen lately was this Starlight Berry sampler from Bent Creek. I'm not a huge sampler fan, but these little ones with the cute little pictures I really like. So I picked this one up, and I know there are some other sort of seasons, so we'll see if I like that one. I picked up Gather Memories to go with my Gather Butterflies is the new one that's 3 circles. I don't remember what the other small gatherings is that came out for spring. I haven't not stitched it yet, but I know that this, like the other one, has the same colors as Gather Butterflies, so I picked that one up. It was on my list to get. This one was also on my wish list. I love bee charts for whatever reason, and I think that this hive is really interesting with the pattern that's in it. I have not stitched something from October House Fiber Arts, so I picked this one up to put it in my stash. I also got some fabrics. So this one is Old England 32 count. I think I have an idea of what I want to do for this. This is the same brand as that plaid one I showed in my last video. This one is, the color is Skyla. I don't know how you say that. Anyway, this was kind of in the discount bin, and this is Under the Sea Fabrics. It has a giant piece of modeling over here. This is kind of what I could see in the package, so I wasn't sure, but I do think it is a really kind of cool color. I think it would be interesting to stitch something small like on that very heavily dark area, and then maybe something over here in this more lighter area. But I do like the color. It's kind of a greenish color. So yeah, this is what I saw in the package. So I wasn't sure how much would be on it. But let's see. And it's a 36 count. So that's kind of small for me, but I just thought I would pick that up. It was very intriguing. And then I also picked up some 36 count Zweigart Raw. I know this is a color that Nichol really likes. And it is a really pretty color now that I saw it in person. I got a pretty big piece, so I can stitch quite a few things on this, I think. I'm not sure off the top of my head what I want to stitch on it just yet. I do have a couple ideas though. And then let's see. We did go to some quilt shops, and one of them was the Quilted Cow. They gave us a free fat quarter. We had never been there before, but we really enjoyed it, and we would probably go back. There's actually a picture of what the store looks like. What was really cool about their store was they had all these patterns for different things like bags or whatever, and they had them kitted up with fabrics. So like all the work was done for you as far as picking out the fabrics and getting it cut, which was kind of cool. I kind of wish I had looked at them a little more, but I don't need more projects right now. But maybe next time I go, I will check out those grab and go kits. And while I was away, some things arrived. So this was my June Color and Cotton Thread Club, and these are so pretty. I really love this palette kind of together. Sometimes I really hate to break them up because I think it's so pretty, but I'm not sure what I would use it for keeping them together. But I really like the colors this time. I'm going to pull those out. So I do have some baby carrots already, which is a really pretty orange. Let me see one. I don't think I have. I think the only repeat right now is baby carrots of what I have in my stash. So it's kind of nice. I might have jade. I'm not sure. I really need like a list so I can mark off what I have and what I don't have. The other thing that came, which was a pre-order also from Color and Cotton, was this buttermilk linen, which is really pretty. So it's just a really nice creamy color, but not too yellowy. Like, it's really nice. I'm very pleased with that. So this also came while I was gone. I signed up for the Project Sweetwater subscription box. This is quarterly, and the Project Sweetwater is projects, obviously, not necessarily quilts, although this one actually has a quilt pattern in it. So it has a quilt pattern, it has the little heart project, and then I think also a bag. Yes, there's the bag. And it came with some little labels. Let me get this open. So like little fabric labels that are folded over that you can sew into your project. Like this one has it on the heart. So there's the little labels it came with. And then this one came with a really big piece of fabric that is very interesting actually, because it's printed in big squares. I don't know if you can see how this print is only here. So I think you cut it apart and you get all your fabric to do the quilt. There's also a part of it, if I can find it on here, that looks like the bag. See how the bag, I think it's already put together. Yeah. See, like there's a part right here that already has the stripe in it. And I think that's sort of where the bag is. So you can see how that is. So I don't know. I find this very interesting. I was very intrigued by it. And I'm kind of looking forward to figuring that out. It's kind of cool that it's all in one piece and you cut it apart versus tons of pieces inside. I did get a couple other things in the mail. Nicole was stitching on the 36 count saltbush and she finished a project, and this is a beautiful color. And I do think Sassy Jacks carries this, but I wasn't totally sure, so I kind of got online and found Needlepoint Junction, which is actually in Hilton Head, South Carolina, which is a place that I used to go every summer, actually every May and every November as a kid for vacation. So I kind of felt, it kind of feels sort of local just because of that. So I got some of that, and this is a really pretty color. I'm really in love with this. And then I also ordered the Weathered Stone, which I have some Lugana that's 28, but the project I was going to stitch on it I think is going to be too big as 28. So I ordered some 36 in linen. This part right here looks like I think it's supposed to look with the modeling. Oops, sorry, hit my camera. This side, not so much. So I'm slightly disappointed in the coloring, but it is what it is. You know, I can stitch the thing I wanted to stitch in this corner, and then I can stitch something else on the other side. And while I was purchasing from Starlight Stitchery, I also got this, which is Crypt Cloth 32 count linen from Lap and Loops, and it is pretty cool. It would be really cool with a Halloween stitch because it does look like crypt cloth, like something you'd wrap a mummy up in. So there's that to add to my fabric stash. And yeah, that's all my haul. Okay, let's talk whips. So of course I'm working on the hands-on design Summer Folk with the stitch along, and there's a bit of a glare there. Let's put some acrylic blocks on there for my stamping. I am into week 3, section 3 for me. I started at the top, and my first section went to here, section 2 went to the alphabet, so I am into section 3 right here, as you can see right here. And I'm doing my specialty stitches at the end. So these little stitches right here are just placeholders with my DMC floss that I will pull out when I'm ready to do it with the pearl cotton floss. So this is on a 32 count Driftwood Lugana, fabrics by Stephanie. I'm doing 2/2 in some places, like the beehives I did 2/2, so my yellow would be more bright, but like these are 1/2. Actually all my letters are 1/2. All my leaves, all the white picket fence. So I'm just kind of figuring that out as I go. Little confetti stitches, I did do 2/2 so that they stood out more. But I'm really liking how this is coming along. I really loved those little beehives. I do still need to go in and do my daisy chain hangers for them. I don't know if you can see it in the picture. They hang from that. So I haven't done that yet. I am doing the back stitching as I go instead of saving that till the end. the daisies, I just haven't done it yet. I just wasn't feeling like doing some special stitches the night I was working on this. So I will get to those eventually. So the next WIP I have is Honey of a Tiny Town, and I worked on, I think I just had the roof of this done last time, so I've moved on and filled in that house and went over here and started on this little hive house here. So I'm kind of working my way this way, and then I'm going to come back to the big house at the end and decide what color I want it to be. I might make it match this one at this end. So yeah, this is on 32 count cottage stone, I believe. Yes. Cottage stone, I color in cotton. And I'm using all the called for colors, which are a combination of Weeks Dye Works and Classic Colorworks. And I think it's coming along nicely. I think I want to try making this into a drum when I get it done. So I'll have to look for a good drum tutorial. And then the last one I have is Hands-On Design, Gather at the Table. And this is kind of my work on it when I travel stitch. So actually this is the one I picked up at the lake when I finished up some stuff and I didn't want to start something new. So I stitched in the table in the green, and I'm ready to move. Oh, I think I did this up here maybe. I don't think that was there yet. I don't remember. I do need to move on to the chairs. Yeah, so this one I'm not in a big rush to finish. To me, it feels very fall-like. So it's just kind of something I pick up when I've finished something and I need something to work on. But this is on 32 count Lugana. The color is Dune, and I believe it is Atomic Ranch. And I'm using the called for DMC for this one. Okay, so now on to what I started and finished on my weekend away. I did all of these. This fabric is 32 count bold denim from Color and Cotton. I started with these little ones at the top that are Cherry Hill Stitchery, and I just pulled my own colors for these. Since I was stitching on a different color of fabric than the black that was called for, I just kind of had to pick what stood out. So I ended up using Anchors Away. I pulled a couple blues, not sure what would work. I believe I used, I don't know if I used the White Sands or the Toasted Marshmallow, to be quite honest. I think I used White Sands. I used Weeks Dye Works Liberty for the red and Color and Cotton Bumblebee for the gold. So yeah, I think they're really cute. I think they'd be cute in little pillows. I did share on Instagram, my friend Karen and my friend Lori both stitched Old Glory while we were there. And it's kind of cool to see the comparison. I'm on 32 count with the dark blue, the bold denim. Lori did 36 count on Buttermilk, which was what I showed earlier in haul. And then Karen stitched hers on some 14 count Ada in a light blue color. So it's kind of cool to see them all together, and we all use different colored fabrics and floss and different counts of fabric. So you can check that out on my Instagram. And then once I finish those, I wanted to work on Liberty Pennies. Let me fold this up. So this is Liberty Pennies by Hands-On Design. And I wanted to stitch this on that denim blue too instead of the black. And I just picked my own colors. I didn't use any of them in the chart. Actually, here's my cheat sheet. Let me flatten it out. Got crushed. So here is what I used for my colors. I'm going to set this right here so you can see it. So most of these, I think, is a lot of Color and Cotton. And a little bit of Classic Colorworks. And then well, actually, I shouldn't say none of them are called for. I think that this Snowflake, yeah, the white is Snowflake, and that is what I used, was Snowflake, Weeks Dye Works. This is a called for DMC, but I ended up using this instead for that color. So I basically just went through and looked at it and knew I needed a light and a dark green. Sorry about the glare. I needed a light and a dark green, so I found two that I thought worked together. And then I found some blues that I felt worked on this blue fabric. I picked a color for the pot. I picked a color for the shelf. This goes with the red. Yeah, and I think it turned out really cute. Now I just need to put this on a round and lace it and get it finished. I want to finish this on Chantelle's basic round, just like I'm doing my botanical bee, but I think I'm going to paint it in like a dark red color. Maybe like this color. This is something I was painting today. I'm waiting for a little star to come for a little patriotic rainbow. But I'm thinking something like this would be a nice color for a round. So those are the things that I stitched while I was at the lake. I was very productive. I would have been even more productive, but we took almost an entire day to go shopping, which I do not regret in any way. And now I need to share the winner of this prize pack, which was from the last Flosstube, which is the 3 charts, A Window in Time, and the Ada. And I will put her comment up here. That is Gleeful Gretchen. You are the winner. So if you will please email me at the email below, I will get this out to you as quickly as possible. I do have a giveaway for today. Since it is close to the 4th of July here in the States, I have a little prize pack of 3 Primrose Cottage stitches, patriotic charts, and some vintage country mocha 14 count Ada to go with it, as well as the coordinating floss. So let's see, our keyword for this is going to be, let's go with united. So we're going to use the word united for that giveaway. So please be 18. Please live in the US so that I can ship this to you. Leave the comment united, and we're going to give it until June 30th. So please leave that comment by June 30th to be able to be eligible for this little patriotic prize pack. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I love that you take a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I've been working on, and I hope that you will share your progress on that Summer Folk Sal on social media and tag me so I can see it. I haven't seen too much just yet, but I've been trying to keep an eye out so that I can reshare, because I love seeing all that progress. It was so much fun when you all played along with the botanical bee stitch along. That was a lot of fun, and I hope you'll do the same for the Summer Folk. So that's all from me today, and until next time, happy stitching. Bye.